All right, so I'm not late today. I was having issues with my audio. I don't know what happened. My audio went completely out, and I was trying to figure out what was going on there. So now we're good. INM. This one doesn't look so bad here. If it can finish high, I don't want it to finish red on this candle. Because I want to get in for a small test of its break of VWAP here at 1170. Spreads are kind of big though, 20 cents, which I don't like. 10 cents now, I guess. So I'd like the spreads to tighten up a little bit, but now it's pulling back a little bit. 1091 there. Could have taken it at 1091. Pulled back too much, I'm gonna wait. So this one's pretty choppy. 30-cent spread there. I don't like it. I don't like it. I like the setup. I just don't like the spreads at all. So I would definitely have to take small share size. Mara at the same time. Mara's pulling back too much. So I could get long here, but it's already at 42 by 11. 40 cent spread now. Jesus, man. So I don't I don't want to trade it because that spread's just too big. A huge spread. Like, so I probably won't, I'm just gonna let this one go without me. If it does, I'm not gonna trade it. Not until the spread's tighten up. My target would be the high of this candle though on the daily. High of 1230. That would be a nice target. It probably will do it too. 1170 now. Shift of momentum would be right here, I believe. So around 12 would be a key level here. I don't want to trade it until the spreads tighten up though. It's so like everywhere at the moment, so wild. 1120 by 1170 there, like that's just so bad. I think with this one, I'm just gonna have to leave it alone because it doesn't seem like the spreads are gonna tighten up anytime soon. Look at that, all the way to 1050. Jesus, that's embarrassing. But going back to Mara doesn't look so bad. I mean, it's pulling back. It's below VWAP, and it's basically retraced its entire move, pre-market. So I mean, it's probably not good for a long anytime soon until it gets back above. I would have to say, let me see, this level here, yeah. So around this level is where it's a shift in momentum, I believe, and I think that's where we could definitely see it um, to the long side. But for now, it's just kind of this one's kind of done, just to the short side, I would say. Only way is if it gets back above VWAP here. And then makes a nice recovery. If it can hold in the 14 level, 1420 to 1440, and then keep sideways consolidating and then spike up and hit 1450, break through and hold above, that'd be cool. But right now it's pulled back too much. The way it's looking right now, just based on the slowness of this week and choppiness of this week, it's probably just best that I don't trade today because there's nothing hitting my scans today. Only INM. And INM has such big oh my god, I can't even talk today. It's such a big spread. Jesus. So I don't know. Red is easy to borrow here though. I could take shorts. Could look at shorts today. CRGY hit the scans. Light on volume. Well, I guess I missed my entry on Riot. I should have taken it in this candle here, the previous 1 minute candle at 8. Now we're at 813. Target would have been 780 or just about there. And then between 780 and its next level, there would be that gap fill to 750. But I probably won't trade this one anyways. That's alright. Let's check out INM. INM is popping back up here. Spreads are still there, so won't be trading this one. I like it sometimes. Like I like to move back here and stuff, even for this break, but it's just too spready. I can't trade that. 5. Nah, CRGY. CRGY is basically the only one that I can probably go for. ALLK. It's like completely dead today. BATO. Unless INM just has such a massive move, or it's just has such a perfect setup that I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to take it. Then okay, but it's like a 50-cent spread. That the spreads are, instead of tightening up, they're getting even bigger. What the hell? And that's if I would even get filled, and if I have to stop it on the bid, like I'm practically either break even or literally just a loss. Okay, so INM popping back up here, retesting its high, 1169. It's practically a triple top here. Could get long. I'm gonna try it. Screw it. This would be just a test trade. We'll see. I'm gonna try and buy this dip off VWAP here. Get long in anticipation of the break of the 69 high. 69 high as well as a 10-minute high coming up here of 1176. And my target, I don't even know where my target would be. I'd really want it to be the break of 12. We'll see what we can get here. 69. Oof. I'm gonna sell there at 69 if I can. Cancel my order there. See if you get a spike here through 69. I could probably get to 70 now. Push to 12. I'll sell there at 68. It's not wanting to do it. So selling there at 68. Should have waited because I knew it could break its 1-minute high. After seeing exactly what it did there on this candle, quick break, I was afraid I was not going to get filled. And I decided, let me just sell while I can. I got 15 cents. I might as well take it. You know, I actually got 18 cents. Look at that. Now it's all the way at 95. So even if I sold in the bid here, I guess it would have got a better fill than what I actually got filled here. At the same time, though, like I said, with that flush down on this previous cancel, it kind of made me nervous, and I didn't really want to keep holding this. Just mainly because of the spread. So I got a good fill right at VWAP, and it did spike higher. Look at that drop. I mean, that also makes me nervous, especially with this candle here. You know, I don't even know how this is a high green candle if it didn't really do much. Then this one's just not as big of a red candle, but it's just tanking. This one too, not as big of a red candle in volume, but it's tanking on the charts. So it's very interesting to see. I don't know. I'm glad I got out. I guess. Who would have who would have known if I had gotten filled at the top here at 1280 or 1292? Like my order could have been pending, and then I could be stuck in this huge drop here. It could have dropped on my candle for all I know. But lucky trade there. Still puts me up on the day, at least something. I wasn't planning to take massive size on this though, because of the spreads, it's just ridiculous. All right, so not quite halted going down yet. So if we check the stocks we traded yesterday, ASAN, this one's still moving. Volume's pretty light, relatively light, I'd say. ISEE, I think this is another one. ISEE's moving. Why are these not hitting my scans? I think I need to modify my scans actually, because they're not hitting at all. Let's see if I can mess with them right now. Hmm. That's so weird. I don't know why none of these are hitting my scan. That's so weird. $10 million, right? Strategies, trade INM. No. Okay, so I set my float to 100 million, and now it's popping up, and so are some other stocks. So BILI is another one. I had my float set to 10 million. Maybe I set my thing too high, I'm not sure. But at least IC is now hitting my scans. I guess I needed to make that modification because, like I said, it wasn't popping up here. I'll even change it on this one. Figure float. Yeah, this one's at 50 million. 3, 6. We'll put it at 100 million. 100 million, I guess. Mara CLSK. Okay. Okay. Now I can trade. I was editing my things here. So I like it here for a long. If we can get back above 1250, we do have a kind of a double top here. So if I get long at 2030 here, my target would be the 45 level or the high of this 150. It's just, I don't know, with a huge stack now, 2020. 1 minute MACD's coming to a cross. 5 minutes of doji. Got about a minute 30 before the next one. And about 7 minutes or 6.5 before the next 10 minutes. So we can wait for this pullback. I could take a dip entry at 20. We'll try to see if this would be a good entry point. Curious to see if this is actually, oh, this is easy to borrow too, which I didn't realize. So question is now, should I flip short? I think if I flip short, it's a pullback on the 5 minute. We'll probably get it down to, I don't know, a little bit below 20. And then I should sell. I give it to the low of this candle, 1970. Because the next 5 minute is, well, this 5 minute is a doji. It's a green doji though. That's why I'm kind of nervous. Should I go long or should I take a short on it? Hard to say. It's still holding 20, but it's in the low 20s. And I think if it spikes, it might be a false break. Finish low there. I could take a short entry here at 12 or 2015. If it breaks its high here, I could still get him for a short. surging on this 1 minute though, so we'll so man, that sucks. I missed my move there. It was either long or short there, long or short, and I had a feeling it was going to be long, but I thought it was going to be a false break. I guess not. There's the break of its high on the 5 minute. So I missed it. I was too much on the short bias side, but I had confidence in the 5 minute after it held 20 like that so many times. So, well, I missed that trade. Could get in for quick scalps up here. About 40 would want to be my entry on this candle, I guess. Broke its high there on its 1 minute. Slowing down here. Could get long here at 85. I'm just nervous because it's chopping around in this area. Now we have kind of a bottom here at 59, so I could get long at around 50. But really the 40 level here would be my entry. I think that's where I'd want to get long. I wanted to pull back, and I think I will get long on it if it pulls back, just because the 10 minute looks super good and the 5 minutes still really extended here, so it doesn't look so bad for a long. But if it breaks 21, I think that's where we'll see it decline on a pullback. If it doesn't do it right now, I'd prefer if it does it right now and pulls back and set up for the next 5 minute candle. You do have a wall there at 21, 100,000 share seller. So 2050, 2040 is my buy-in area where I'd actually want to get filled. See if it can pull back to that level. We seen what this one did yesterday. It barely broke and then it held, and then ripped. Before, you know, it finally had that last huge rip and then a massive sell-off. So there's 65. Let's see if I can get long at 50 or 40. Might even add if it drops to 40. But if this thing just tanks, then no. I did make some rules for myself actually. I have a 20-cent stop with 300 shares. If I step it up to 600, then I have about like an 8-cent stop, 9-cent stop. So not quite pulling back how I want here. Want a better pullback than that. Broke its high there. I'm hoping I get a better pullback than this. $67, so false break a little bit. Unless it holds. $63 double bottom. Needs to break 63 and flush to 2050 or 2040, and I'll take it long. The 62 broke by 1 cent. And that's all we're gonna get. Okay, so 2060, I guess. 51. Well, wasn't filled there either. I guess it's a good thing. Filled there at 48. Looking for this to bounce. Nah, it doesn't look like it's gonna bounce. Oh, should I stop out here? Not holding that well. I'll stop out. Now I'm red on the day. So, man, that sucks. So 13-cent loss in this one too. So 13-cent winner, 13-cent loss. And I'm down on the day. No, wait, that makes no sense. 13-cent loss, 15-cent winner. I mean 18-cent winner. That's 5 cents more. I made more money here. Made more money here. But unless I'm just doing my math wrong. 13-cent loss, 3-cent commission, that's 16 cents. Still unprofitable, 2 cents here. I mean, I guess the commission has me break even practically. It should not be. Dude, I shouldn't be that red. I don't know. I think it should be like maybe $1 or $2, but I mean, I guess commission, that sucks. So 18 green, 13 red puts me down on the day. So really, my 13-cent loss is an 18-cent loss just because of the stacked commission. So it's tough. It's tough when you're trading with this kind of broker. You do get to have the PDT freedom, but at the same time, you get high commission. So you really got to make it count. So I got to figure out now on ISEE, where do I want to get in, and if I want to get in long still, or if this is just literally short. A break of 20 would definitely be short. This next 5-minute will open here soon. This could have just been a quick pullback before we see an actual move here. So as long as it continues sideways consolidating, I do like it for another retest of 21. Didn't break 21, but it could potentially do it. It's daily. We're basically at, I don't think it's all-time highs, but we're at a pretty good high here. 10 minutes kind of finishing green. Doesn't look so bad. I'm long there at 42. We got the break of its 1-minute low. And I'm gonna anticipate a pop here just because it's kind of holding this level in general. We'll see how long it holds, if it's even gonna hold. 42, my stop would have to be 22, but I'm down to stop out at 25 or so. It's 58, so now we're getting the pop. Still gonna wait for the next 5-minute. Especially if this finishes high. Gotta find where my target's gonna be. My target, I'd wanted to be 21, honestly. So popping up here pretty good. 63 there. I could just take my profit, but I think I'll wait for the next 5-minute. So I'll add here into it. 60 wasn't filled at all. Selling there at 60. Not quite. Never mind, I guess. So 56. So you can get another pop here. No, we're getting we're getting a massive rejection already. Jesus, man. So, oh, that gets me so mad. I should have taken my profit there. I really seriously should have taken my profit. That was just my mistake there. 49. I was up a lot there. Could linger around, but look at that. This is gonna turn red on me so bad. Stopping out at 30. Damn, dude. That's that was so stupid of me right there. That was so stupid. I guess it's because I was too focused on getting filled at 60, and then I canceled my order seeing it was at 70. I didn't even realize what happened, and that's why I just stuck like lingering around like, well, I guess I'll hold it. And now I stopped out at 32. So I was actually in at 40. Jesus, I had a practically 30-cent move there. That just gets me so pissed off. Like, man, I didn't realize that. In at 40 and it went all the way to a high of 70 something, I think, 73, and I didn't sell any of that. So I was basically a 30-cent move. I would definitely met my profit target at 15, and I didn't sell that. So it was green. Now I'm deep in the red here with a massive loss. Wasn't expecting to get that big of a loss there. I could have swapped short where I sold. Instead, I decided, let me just sell it and not sell short. So now we're coming to the 20 level again. I was giving the 5-minute a chance, but that's annoying. Popping all the way back up here. So we have our first bear flag. Now we're gonna get a second one, and then a retest of 20. I don't want to get a better fill on this. I don't want to just take a starter here at 20.05. Maybe I should, but I want to get a better entry on this. I feel like it's gonna hold up and have a false break to the downside, and then we're gonna see an actual break here. It's still holding 20. This thing would just like need to break, especially after these two candles here. I think it needs to steam off a little by getting another pullback or sideways consolidation, but we'll see what it does. It's still holding 20. There's a pop here, 20.08. See if we can get this back to 20.10 and higher. I'd rather see it breaking on its next 5 and 10 minute. So still holding out this 2010. Cool. Can we break 2010? Break these highs here on the 1 minute. Could take a double top short here at 2030. But if it keeps lingering down here, that's only making sense that it's gonna break its low. That's so it still pisses me off I didn't sell there. That was just so stupid. I was green on it by another like 40 bucks. That would have put me green today like 80 bucks, and now I'm down 40. So there's the break at 20. If I can get an entry around 2040, that would be cool, but want to get a little better entry than just 2010 here. 2007. I feel like it can make a bigger move than that. It's so weird how it's not moving. 2011 again. 2011 again. See if we get the break of 2011 here. Short there at 2007, 2005. I'm gonna take a short here. And there's the break. Can we hold below? We need to break 93. Need to break through VWAP and 93. So I'm in at 2005, 93. Need to break that low of 93 and break through VWAP here into the 80s. Low of this 10-minute candle is what? 93. Yeah, so my next target, well, 90 would be my target, I guess. Have to break through 90. So there's 94. Can we get a push through 93 here? Let's make it or break it. 93. Nope. Stopping out there. Taking another loss on it. So break even trade. So at 2005. Not wanting to break. Double bottom. Could flip long here. It's just taking forever. So maybe I just freaked out. And it scared me out of the trade there. Maybe it'll actually break here. It's 93. And watch it go without me here. There's 90. Yep. So spooked me out there. Stopped out with a loss. And now it's back down. It's taken 10 years to make its move here. Chop City. Guess it's because the high float on it just makes it even more difficult to trade. Which is why I don't really trade such high floats. And I did get on this pullback here. We did see a small little bear flag. But then a false break. Should have known it was going to be a false break because literally the 10-minute low is right there. Could get long here. If it keeps holding, I'll get long for a pop through the highs here of 2014 to 2020. Potentially a target of 2040 because I'll be a little more confident in it now that it's holding. So it's still holding here. We'll get on its next 1 minute on a pullback to VWAP here. VWAP is 1989. So we can get another dip to 20. I'll take a 500 chair starter on this one. I would like to get it on a pullback entry though. We'll take a smaller starter actually. Take it at 11, I guess, because it's not pulling back much. So 2040 is a target that I have in mind. Add here at 26. I'm in at 2011 and then 26. So I'm definitely red now that I added. Maybe a little aggressive on my end. Back to 22, 23 now. We get the break. $25, $6, break at 26 into the 27 level. Want to hit the 40s. 27, nice. A bigger push here. 26. Do break at 27. Nah. 23, 26. 7. We just need to break 27, man. Having such a hard time here. It's literally right there. I don't want to stop it with a loss just yet. There's 27. I don't want to cut it just yet because I'm going to stop out, man. Watch me. I swear if it breaks out right here, I'm going to be pissed. Yep, there it is. So took a fat loss on that one too. Oh my god, man, this pisses me off so much. The chopping. I guess I was my fault for adding there. 2011, and I had sold at 2021. So stupid, man. So I'm already getting pissed with this stock. This one's already. I'm expecting a breakout. I'm expecting a better move because the resistance level here, from what I'm seeing, to me is about 2040, and that's basically where my profit target is to sell. I'm at 2011. If I didn't add, I would have sold here perfectly fine, and I could have even sold at 26 right there for 15 cents. So not only could I have sold here for 20 or 30 cents, could have sold here for 15 cents if I didn't add. Now I would be green today for sure. I would definitely be green today. I could have sold here on this candle. 2005, got the break all the way to 83, and I was looking for a bigger flush. But even then, it had a false break on me there, so 93 even. I could have sold it for 10 cents maybe. But this stock sucks. Like, this stock just can't make its mind up, I guess. Like, it looked good for a long, and I wasn't wrong. I mean, it actually popped up here. It's just, like, dude, like, you can't, I guess my profit targets are just too much to ask for or something. I don't know. Maybe it's just the wrong day to be adding. Maybe it's just the wrong day to be asking for these kinds of moves, or these profit targets. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not making the right ads into my trades. I guess the ad would be a big part of it. I should probably be adding on every 1 minute instead of adding within the same one. Tough. My stops are pretty tight today, though, I would say. Not the best. I mean, I'm stopping now at like 15, 13 cents, which I mean is still within my target because my target's really supposed to be 20 cents with 300 shares. But at least it's not massive losses with 300 shares, I guess. We're trying. I'm trying to scale into my positions. I'm trying to do a new strategy. I'm not selling half into my positions, which I probably should be doing. At the same time, though, I don't feel like 150 shares would really make a big difference on 300 shares. I could take a larger share size, like 500, and then cut it in half to 200. I could do that. 500 share starters now. 500 share starters leave me at a 10 cent stop, though. So 10 cent stop with 500. With 1,000 shares, I have to be extremely confident in the position. And if I am, then it would be 5 cents of a stop. So, but I do like to give my trades a little more time, though. That's the problem. The way I like to trade is just giving them a little more time to do what they need to do. See if it holds up. 2031's the high here. And now it's massive red candle. Now a doji on the 10-minute. So let's see. We can get a pop above 20 again on this next 1 minute, maybe to 2010 or so. I'll take a short position. And we'll get another entry, another retest of its lows here of the on its 10-minute and 5-minute, because this 10-minute is opening pretty low. So let's see if this next 1 minute can pop back above. Not quite, just immediately taking off through VWAP here. So oh well, it broke its 5-minute low, not quite, it's 10 minutes. 10-minute low is 83. So if this pops up here, then cool, but still holding below VWAP, so I could take a short here in anticipation of its next 1-minute candle breaking lower. I actually didn't mean to press that. Okay, I guess I'm in. Early starter here. It's gonna pop on me, I'm sure. As it pops to 20. I'm in at 93. There's 88. Can we break through 83? Profit target. I don't even have one. 93, break of 83. I guess my profit target would be 78. So if you break 83 here again once more, break below into the 70s. 82, 81, 78. There's my profit target. Stopped out there, 78. Made back some of my loss there. So nice trade. Held through, respected my stop. Shorted, and now we're down $17 on a day in which we should be up. We should be up today, I swear. Ah, man, that pisses me off so much that I didn't sell right here. Where was it at? Yeah, that I didn't sell right here. That was so stupid, man. And like I said, it was because I tried to add into it at 2060 or 2050, whatever. Try to add into it to get that quick scalp on 2070. This quick scalp of 65. Try to add into it, was not filled at open. At the open of this candle, it was 58. So I put an order out at 60, skipped it, hit 73, and then I was like, hit 68, hit 68, hit 68, and I just kept giving it time. When I knew if it's not breaking out right now, why am I still holding it? And I was telling myself that the whole time I was in it. It was like, but I was giving it that little chance, and that's even funnier was it's right at my resistance level here. Well, I didn't have one drawn out, but it's right there at my resistance level, and I didn't take it. Like, why would I not take it? Ah, man, that's so stupid. And it had a good pop too. So I got on a micro pullback here, right at my support line. Boom, bought in, right? Went a little lower, okay, whatever. But boom, shot all the way up. And I had a big move right to my and I think that's my problem. Is I didn't draw my support line, and I didn't really care as to where it was. I didn't necessarily have a profit target. So that's the problem with this trade. I didn't have my resistance line drawn out at all. And at the same time, I didn't have a profit target. I just wanted to see this thing rip and potentially break its, I guess, 5-minute high. I don't really know what I was going for on it. I'm assuming it was a 5-minute high. Because I was still in on this candle, and it did break its 5-minute high. So I was in on this candle, broke its 5-minute high. By the time I realized what was going on, I had to cancel my order. It went all the way to 62, and I was like, no, I don't want to sell so low. Popped up to 68, and I was like, okay, if it can hit 70 again, then we're good. And then 68 would have been the time to sell. That was just so stupid. I should have just gotten rid of it. Instead, I decided, let me hold and see what this can do, and it obviously was going to reject on me there. So what it would have been smart is if I sold it and then just shorted it. because if I knew already that this thing was not holding up above 70, like that was a game. That could have been that could have been even more money than the long side. That would have been like a 30-cent move here, and then a short at, let's just say 2060, even we'll just say 2050, even 2050 all the way to the low of this candle of 2007. That would have been a 40-cent short. So I mean that would have been perfect, but instead I decided let me hold it. And I stopped out with a loss on a completely green trade there. Like, oh man, that's why instead of adding, I should have just sold half, or at least just got rid of the entire position up here. With 300 shares, I mean, 300 shares, I think I should just get rid of the entire position. But like I said, because I tried to add, it freaked me out into my short. I mean, into my trade. I wanted to just wait. Uh, so profit targets, managing risk. So now it's literally flipped. I'm focusing so much on stopping out quick that now I don't even I'm not even working on my profit targets. So it's not like the other day there was ripping, and then I was just like boom, 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 selling green, whatever, making a decent amount of money. And then all of a sudden now it's a different story. Now I'm on a day in which it should be green, I'm red because I just can't hit my profit target. I don't have a profit target set. So now it's not the risk management. I'm managing my risk well, I would say today, because I'm stopping out pretty quick on my trades if they just go against me. At least on a couple of them. But now the problem is scaling into them and having a good profit target. If I didn't add into this position, I would have been green on the stock. So 2011 all the way to 2021, that would have been 10 cents. Short on this one, I mean, if I stopped out at the bottom of this candle at 93, where I knew there was resistance, it hit VWAP, hit my support line, and it double bottoms, which I should have known. Known better on that one. If I stopped out at 93, then that would have been another 10 cents. So 10 cents, 10 cents. This one was a pretty good trade. It just took too long. Stopped out literally at the bottom of this candle. So, I mean, I hit my profit target there, got filled. 78 was my target just because it was a 10-cent move or 15-cent move, I believe. So, I mean, I got 15 cents of a scalp there, 10, 15 cents. Like, I'm risking 20 cents to make 10, 15 cents, but really I'm stopping out at around 10 to 15 cents anyway. So it's about a 1-to-1 risk ratio. But it sucks because that's all I can really get on the stocks like today. This ISEE. Like obviously I made a big move here at 30 cents, right? I could have shorted up here to 40 cents. But on a move like this, 2011 to 2021 or 2023, 2026 even, it's about 10, 15 cents. These are the moves I'm basically getting. Even on this one, 10 cents. It's a move I'm basically getting. I don't have really any other larger profit target areas because it's just slowing down at this point and it's just kind of choppy. Now with INM, I mean, this one's just chop city. I mean, I wasn't trying to sell with a massive profit target. This one had me scared just because the spreads, and the spreads are still insane. Like, what the hell's going on here? The spreads are insane. 985 by 1011, and then earlier it was 1070 by 1010 or something like that. Like, what? So, I don't know. I see popping back up here. Sheesh. So, this week has been absolutely terrible, especially Wednesday with the $400 loss there. That's just, it's red every day so far. I mean, I've made my money back to an extent. Like yesterday, it was down 280 or 290, and then I'm all the way back up to just a $90 loss. But then you have day like today, I'm down even smaller. Should have been I should have been green today. So that's another thing I need to work on. Like I said, having my profit target set and just taking it. Right now is not the market to keep holding, holding, holding. At the same time, if I did have a 15-cent profit target, 15-cent profit target, this would only hit 10 cents. I should have just sold it right there. Or I can respect my stop, because it didn't hit my stop on this one. The highest 2014. I was in at 2005. So that would have been 10 cents. Really, my stop should have been at 2025. And if I held that, then it would have hit my profit target of 83. So 2005 down to 83. I mean, that would have definitely hit my profit target, and that would have been profitable. Instead, I got spooked out and I didn't want to sell for a loss. So I hit a break even trade there, and it was turning against me. So, I mean, could have sold at 10, or I could have just kept that break even. It's hard to say whether it was a good or bad decision there, because if this thing just took off, I mean, I would have been taking a 20-cent loss there, $60-$70 of a loss. So that would have been a massive unnecessary loss, especially if I obviously knew it was turning against me. Maybe it was a good idea to stop out, but I don't know. It's hard to say. I think I made a good decision to stop out here instead of I could have taken a 10-cent profit target there, just because obviously it hit my support line and VWAP at the same time, and it was the first time coming down to VWAP here, so I should have known better it was going to retest. I don't know. Now that we had the second pullback to VWAP here, I was a little more confident. That's why I held through this little spike here. Held a little longer. I didn't mean to take this trade, but at the same time, I was in already. I was waiting for a little pop. I thought it was gonna break above 20. But I mean, I got in. I was gonna get in regardless, I guess. So I took it, and then I got the perfect fill that I wanted. It's 78, 15 cents exactly. So I did hit my target there, I guess. But it's a tough one. This is a tough one. And then also getting long on this side. I should have known after these two candles of consolidation here, I should have just taken a short, because I knew it was going to come down. I just didn't know. I thought it was going to bounce. I actually, for some reason, the same thing that happened yesterday, I thought it was going to bounce. Clearly didn't bounce, and that was completely on me, because I think I took the exact same move on this stock yesterday, and it just tanked. I bought in at my support line, and then boom, 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 it kept breaking lower, and that was kind of a wrap for me. Stopped out with a big loss on that one yesterday. I think like a 20-cent, 30-cent loss. With I think even bigger share size than what I took today. But I fell for it again, and I should have known this should have been a short. So I'm glad though that I'm practicing on both ends of the spectrum here, of long and short. I think it helps with my trading to an extent. It definitely helps me make some money back. Obviously, I made more money on shorts today, I think, than long position. So shorts seem to be working a little better sometimes, not every time though. But I can't get mixed up here in between, because I can't short every stock, only the ones that are easy to borrow. Sheesh. So let's go check our leading gapper. Mogu sideways, INM sideways, Hive super light on volume, Mara sold off. So Mara did recover VWAP here, it just couldn't hold above VWAP. Had it its chance 2 times in a row, couldn't hold. It's not easy to borrow, couldn't short it, so that's all right. Now it's just trending lower. CLSK, sideways, ALLK, sideways, VRT, choppy, sideways, not sure what that one's about. 10, sideways, light on volume as well. AZRE, Azure. I'm surprised this company's trading this low, actually. Wonder if is this no, I was gonna say I thought this was something else. Never mind. And I don't really know what else there is. That's about it. ISEE, I mean, ISEE's now below 20, below VWAP, just sideways here. I feel like because the float's so high on this one, it's what made it so difficult to trade. The choppiness and the slowness of it. I feel like that's what made it so difficult to trade for me. It's not so choppy, it's not so slow. It's just such a high float that I'm kind of like, it takes a little longer than I would like for its moves to happen, and it's just false break city on a lot of these things. Like, for example, when I got stopped out here, it was finishing low. It definitely looked like it could break its low. Everything looked like it could break its low there, and then it spiked on me, and I was like, okay, stopped out there, right? Let's see where else. I mean, this one made sense for it to actually drop. I can't argue that one. That was just my fault. I didn't have my profit target, and then I also didn't stop out of my resistance line here. So I should have taken the profit while I could, but I guess I'm wrong there in saying that it's pretty choppy. I guess I just have to wait for the right moves and wait for the right time. Like I said on this one, I got in by accident. I wanted to get in the break of this last 1 minute high around 20. High here was 20, so that's where I really wanted to get in. Um, but I got in way too early, I guess, and then boom, drops all the way down. So, but then you get massive spikes like this. Like what? Low here of 73 all the way to a high of 20. That was a 27-cent move there. Next 1 minute open, could get long here. I got long at 1890, 18. Well, let's just say 1890. Screw it. I got long at 1890. Is this just gonna tank on me? So that'd have been 93. I'd be going for the break at 20. I mean, that's at least 10 cents. 10 cents and a break of 20 high would lead me to a target of what? I don't even know. 2040 is the next one. 2020. But no. So holds above VWAP, and then it rejects the way it's rejecting here. So I would have been right on this trade for sure, all the way back down after a 3 candle climb here. But now you have a long outside and a small inside, and it's finishing low though. So I mean, I guess you can say it's to the downside. 5 minute doji. So all right, I guess it's time to wrap it up. I guess it's time to call it down $17. So from 400 to 90 to 17 now on a day that should have been green. A day that should have been green. We're gonna wrap it up here though. I mean, that's what it's gonna be. $17 of a loss today. We are managing our risk better. Now it's just backwards. Now I gotta actually have my profit target set, especially in a choppy market like this. I think in a better market is where I should be adding and should be scaling into a position. Right now is not the market. I think I'm making the wrong practice at the wrong time. I think I should start practicing this type of move either early in the front end, like in the beginning of the day, or not on the back end for sure. But at the same time, not in this market where it's just chop city. It's not the bullish market we're used to seeing usually. So we're in a bear market. I gotta ease off high profit targets and actually just take my scalps, 10-15 cent scalps here, with the tight stop. So that's what we're gonna try next week. We're gonna try and practice that next week and see what we can do. I am leaving this weekend after all. I'm still gonna go regardless. I was told I can go out this weekend, and as long as I wear a mask and everything. So I'll be leaving today, and I won't be able to do a monthly recap. I think what I can do instead is just wait it out until I go live for a monthly recap, a live monthly recap, or I can uh, what is it called? Just have another monthly recap at another time, because we're already gonna be a whole week in. By the time I come out with it's gonna be 2 weeks in. So I might as well just get a September monthly recap, especially now since I have a profit target for September. We're pretty far below it, if I'm being honest. We're pretty far below it, so I'm still optimistic. I still think that we can see some nice moves come next week. It's just this week has been such a rough start. This week has been trash. So hopefully next week we'll see better momentum, better stocks to trade. Hold on, RCM is popping on the scans here. I think I'm gonna remove my float adjustment on my scanner here. I think that's what I'm gonna do because it's not making much of a difference. So anyways, I will see you all next week.